What's up, nerds? My name is Bubba Stallcup, and you are watching and or listening to the Free Play Podcast, part of the Love Thy Nerd Podcast Network. And joined with me, as always, is my boy, Matty Wambier.
Hello there.
And Kate the Quitter.
Hello. Yes. Call me Kate the Quitter. Call me Kate the Quitter. Loud and proud.
Quitter spelled with a K as well. It's like, so that's why it's KK.
Kate the Quitter. Don't at me on Twitter.
KWITER.
Well, two T's.
No.
Just Twitter. Quitter.
No. But it's to throw people off.
I do like KWITER. I do like that. You should change your name to that for a little bit.
Just for a tiny bit. Kate Quitter Katawaki. Yeah. I'll make a shirt and wear it a couple weeks.
Well, hey, we are a couple.
Don't make that shirt.
Do it.
No, not if they're all going to start with K's. Please don't do that.
Oh, no. Quitter would still be a Q.
Okay, yeah, then we're good. Do it. Go ahead and do that then.
I don't like it. You're a coward. But hey, we are three of the six founders for Love Thy Nerd, and we are the co-hosts here of the Free Play Podcast, which is a podcast about almost nothing.
Yeah.
If you get to the end of this and you're like, what did I do with my life? You have experienced properly the Free Play Podcast.
Yeah. There's lots to learn about having fun on this.
Yeah. I don't know about all that, but like, I did have somebody.
It's subliminal.
Subliminal fun.
Did I tell you I had somebody just last week? I think it was last week. What is time? Say that they did learn something on the podcast.
Did they say what it was?
Yeah, I probably, but I filed it.
Did I give it
in
to him?
my temp storage?
Did I give it?
Well, clearly Bubba's not going to know if he doesn't know what was told.
Well,
you know Matt? Yeah, you did.
No, I'm pretty sure it was me. I'm much more likely.
No, I don't. It maybe was about your tongue-tied toads, but
that's so mean.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
It's not his fault that he has short tongue syndrome.
I never said it was his fault.
You can give him a friendectomy.
It's really sad.
Tongue was tied.
It's really sad.
He just ripped it himself. Now he has a full-size tongue.
No, it didn't. It didn't rip. He has a vitamin A deficiency, so leave him alone.
I'm talking about my son Ezra. He had a short
ripped tongue. His own.
Sorry,
He fell. He was tongue-tied. Below his, and he ripped it on accident. He fell and ripped the little underneath it.
The little I'm tongue-tied. Did you know that? As I say, tongue-tied. Yeah, I'm tongue-tied.
No,
I got a little baby tongue.
Well, you could go to the doctor and they could fix it for you.
Yeah, I'll have Ezra do it for you.
Yeah,
no problem.
have Ezra.
Ezra, get in here.
I think that if I had one done, I would
you'd choke on your tongue
undone.
now.
I'd be completely undone. Well, I bite my tongue all the time. I wouldn't know how to talk.
Well, it's not like once it gets like untied that it just flops around.
He'd be like one of those dogs
speak.
that has his tongue hanging out of his mouth all the time.
Or like a deer or like a giraffe, right? Like
Hey, buddy. Wow.
I don't
mega drool.
I don't think that's what would happen, but I also don't want to test fate because I don't ever want to see that.
I think go for it.
But you guys, you have had your tongues at length for your whole lives. I have not. If I were to,
how do you know that?
Odd years,
how do you know? Maybe it's like a personal problem of mine that my tongue is tied and I haven't told anyone, and now you're trying to out me on the podcast for having a jacked up tongue. Oh, I don't know.
You would know.
You would know
because you'd only be able to stick your tongue out like this.
Okay, no,
you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, look at Bubba. That's weird.
Yeah.
No, okay, no. Close your mouth. Close your mouth.
Like
I don't want to see it.
It's like right behind your teeth.
I don't want to see it. Okay, well, when you go to Indiana next week,
we got you.
Get some scissors ready, Matt. Make sure they're disinfected. And
well, they'll be fine. We'll use our meat scissors. They cut so fast. Gross. I'm done.
It sounds like Ezra won't need the scissors.
No, just trip you.
Yeah.
Just trip you. Bite under your tongue. Great. Well, hey, I just learned something from this podcast. I did not know you're tongue tied. I learned. You did it.
I was pretty sure you knew that.
I don't think so. And I just thought you had a small tongue. I don't know.
How to fix a tongue tie in a grown up?
Bite it.
Surgical cut. Surgical.
In a grown up.
Surgical.
It wouldn't be any different than in a youngster.
But a baby or like a little kid, that's different.
Yeah, no one cares then.
Their tongues like might be different or like form different, or they're more like like their skulls are all like soft and stuff. You can squeeze it.
Malleable.
That's bone.
Yeah.
That's bone, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if suddenly bone is malleable in the skull, what's to say that the tongue is completely normal in a baby?
Science, like logic, reason.
Okay, let's look up how to fix it in a baby then. How to fix a tongue tie.
I bet it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be a forensic surgery.
In a baby.
Because they do that whenever a child has a hard time latching.
Okay, guess what? It's exactly the same thing. So.
Yep.
I know.
You don't say.
You know what I learned? The thing I already knew. That's what I learned in the Free Play podcast. So it's the same thing,
but I was... No, I'm not. I'll say this after when we're done recording. Okay. I'll say this.
That's a secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't. I'll just say it after.
Well, hey, speaking of things that have to do with the human body that are or maybe not working properly, Kate, your ears.
Oh, no, they're working properly.
Oh,
I was thinking for a sec, what do you mean? They're working properly. Okay, so here's what happened.
That was the best transition I had. So.
Yesterday, which was a Sunday, because we're recording on a Monday today, it was a Sunday and I was at church, and somebody from church bought me these special earplug things, but they're not like plugs. They're kind of more like filters. And so they're supposed to...
there's still a hole in them.
Are they the circle things?
That's what I'm guessing you have, right?
No. They're called Calmer. Like calmer.
With a K?
No, with a C.
Okay.
Like the normal word spelling. And so you put them in your ears and they're supposed to like help filter sound in such a way that it kind of takes the edge off of it so you don't feel as overstimulated by things, which I do all the time. So I pop them in my ears. I'm like, let's see what church is like if I have these in. It doesn't like mute things or make things silent. It just takes it takes the edge off, and I'm like, I really like this experience. This is really nice for me, right? So I was wearing them at church. All of a sudden, during the sermon, I was moving around because I had to take some picture things. Partway through the sermon, I realized that one of them had fallen out.
You didn't notice like the sudden blast of...
No, because it's not like that. It's not like...
You didn't feel it go. You didn't feel it like... Whoosh.
No.
I would have felt that.
And well, it doesn't. It's not like a earplug. It just
Do you
like
have
rests.
Standard or mini?
I don't know. Someone bought them for me. Maybe I need mini.
Combo.
I've seen the other ones,
but one fell out. Okay, but those are different. Oh. These are different.
I'm just yes.
So I had been walking around the church, so I didn't know where exactly it was. And guess what? They're clear. So my little special earplug.
You could have got them in purple.
I didn't buy them for myself.
That's GameCube purple right there.
Someone else purchased this for me as a gift. So I didn't pick anything. She bought the ones that she had because those are the ones I was like, what is that? Can I have that?
How much do you think she spent on you? How much do you think she loves you?
Well, I looked it up yesterday during the sermon because I was devastated that one was gone. They cost $30.
$30? You getting them used? This is $44.95.
I could buy a pair here for $25.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever about the cost.
Temu or what?
Whatever. Here's the important thing.
On Amazon, yes.
The important thing is that I rallied a bunch of people and said, I need you guys to help me find this. And they're like, what is it? And I showed them the remaining one, and they're like, it's clear. And I said, yeah, it's clear. And
yeah, super glue those babies in there.
Everyone didn't really think that I was going to find it. And they're like, we'll look. So I'm rallying people ages 30 to 50 to find it. And I'm like, Jim, I need you to find this thing. I need you to help me find this thing. And he's like, well, where did you go, Kate? And I said, all over on this section of the church, all over. So you got to get on. I was on my hands and knees on the stage looking, like in the corner of the stage where this rug was, convinced that it was maybe there.
What were you doing on stage?
I was taking pictures.
On stage? Pictures.
Well, behind the curtain. I mean, no one saw me unless they saw me fumbling around on the side.
They saw your earbud fall out.
I finally found it after all this frantic looking. And we were supposed to take somebody home after church too. And I'm like, Andy, you sit down and wait or help me look for the thing because we're not leaving here until we find it. And he's like, well, good luck, Kate. It's clear. And he just sat down and didn't help me find it.
Yeah. Oh, he lived there now. That's what you know.
Yeah, he didn't help. I finally found it in the back, and it was a miracle that I found it. I found it. So then I like picked it up off the ground, exclaimed loudly for all to hear, "Don't worry, I found it." No one listened to me. And
no big deal. Can I go home now?
They probably stopped looking already. Kate, do you ever
no one else was looking?
That these being clear is like really going to show your earwax?
Yes, that was my immediate thought, because my ears are super waxy because I have a thyroid problem. Why don't they make
them in like
wax
yellow
color?
You said like mustard. In wax color. I don't know, but then it was also really easy to clean it off.
Well,
it's silicone,
right.
It's easy.
But if you don't clean it, like if you don't clean it all the time, I'm guessing it would get pretty gross, right?
I mean,
let us know.
Yeah,
probably. But
how often are you cleaning them? Be specific.
I wiped them down and scraped some earwax out with what's this called?
A Q-tip.
Yeah.
Paper clip.
Oh, hey, just as good sometimes, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, you can make your own little tool to have. You take a paper clip. No, I'm not, because I have headphones on over.
They fit in your ear, right?
Yeah, by design.
I'm not wearing them right now.
Can you hear me?
No. So that's just to say, like, if you lose something in the church, you need to rally everyone and be like, let's look. Yeah. And I was really disappointed with the lack of enthusiasm they showed to help me. They barely looked at all.
You gotta get some young timers. That's the problem.
Yeah, you need young eyes for sure.
It's almost like I've asked them to do the same thing multiple times prior in life.
Probably, yeah.
And they were like not really motivated to look for whatever it was.
They were probably hungry.
Then why were they trying to help tear it down?
You didn't feed them for this?
They were trying to tear down the church. And I'm like, Jim, leave the stage alone.
They're trying to hurry it up.
I really need you to find my clear earplug.
Kate, we're very proud of you.
And then this guy, Jim, he picked something up off the stage and it was clear. And he's like, I found it. And my heart stopped. I was so happy. It was just a piece of plastic.
Did you try it?
No. And I said, Jim, that's not it. That's not it. And he goes, oh, well, you said clear. One. So,
well, you should probably buy 3 more pair of these just to be safe.
I did think of that, actually. So when we move into the next section or whenever it is and you start talking, I'm going to look it up.
Sure. We'll go ahead and put a link here in the show notes if you want to go buy your own pair of Flare Calmer earplugs alternative reduce annoying noises.
Or if you guys want to get Kate going away surprisey.
Yeah.
No, look, the ones I had are $30. It says right here.
On the Calmer website, it's $44.95.
No, it's not. It says $29.99 right here.
On the Calmer website.
Mine say mine say 20 euros. Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
Purple, mint, gray.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get another size. But it does not say 40 something.
$44.95 US dollars.
It doesn't say that. Where are you looking?
Change your browser. You're in Internet Explorer right now.
No, we'll do this later. People don't need to hear this.
Hey, outside of earplugs
and
annoying people at church, we really love to talk about the things that we've been reading, watching, playing, and experiencing in nerd culture. And since Kate found her earplug all by herself, we're going to let her go first this time.
Thank you. Well, I want to start off with yesterday, I found 5 Pokemon cards in the parking lot of Vaughn's, just thrown on the ground.
What were they?
Good ones?
They are Trainer Lance.
Show us.
She has them right there. Perfect.
Trainer Lance.
Classic.
Yeah, send it to Caleb.
Pikachu.
He can't have them anymore.
Okay. Careful with that one.
Petalil.
Okay.
Toxapex.
I don't like that one.
And Clang.
Oh, Clang. Yeah. That's my brother.
So obviously I picked them all up. I have no idea where they've been, but I just thought it was weird that someone would throw them down. And then part of it also kind of
dropped them out of their bag.
I choose to believe they threw them down.
That parking lot is the most chaotic parking lot in the entire county. That parking lot. So there's always stuff that's going down there. So that's why I immediately just took these. And part of it was like a thing from childhood where one time I brought up, this happened on 2 separate occasions. One time I brought a Pokemon card home, and another year, I brought a Yu-Gi-Oh card home, and my mom flipped out and said I had to throw it out because it was the devil's creatures. And
Yu-Gi-Oh is for sure.
I was so devastated. So then I'm like, I found 5 of these and I'm going to bring them home and nobody's going to tell me to throw them out.
What if Steven tells you to throw them out?
He didn't, because he was standing there
Well,
when I said, "Look, there's
them out?
Pokemon cards on the floor,"
like,
and I'm grabbing them.
He said, "No pocket monsters in my house."
No, he was like, "Those could have come from anywhere," and I said, "That's okay," and I picked him up and put him in my pocket.
It's Ezra's goal to basically play bigger, better with Pokemon cards, and so he just keeps trading up at church, and so maybe those are some good ones he'd trade you for.
I don't know if they're any good, but you could.
Well, that Pikachu one might be.
I don't know how you can tell, but
you look it up on the internet. Ever heard of it?
You have to rip it in half just to know if it's real.
And then you look in the center of the rip.
Yeah.
And see what's inside.
If it has shrimp poop, then you're good.
No, if it has a golden ticket, then you're good.
Golden ticket. Again?
So these were really exciting, the Pokemon cards. And in case anybody's wondering, my mom has since apologized and renounced that they're the devil's creatures and said that she just didn't know, and that at the time the church was really hyping up no Pokemon, no Yu-Gi-Oh. The kids are all
satanic panic. Does she collect now?
She plays.
No, but if I she doesn't. But if I saw her today and put these in front of her face like this, she wouldn't. she wouldn't have a reaction to them.
She'd pull out her cross necklace and
would she start to sizzle?
Spray them with holy water. She wouldn't do that. She'd be like, "Oh, those were probably really dirty, and that parking lot's the worst parking lot in the county."
That's probably a good thing. Yeah.
So besides my new Pokemon collection, 5 cards, I've been playing on and off. I don't remember if last season of this podcast I was playing this game, but I'm still playing it. I don't think I was playing it last season. Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, which is basically another harvest. It's a Harvest Moon game.
That does sound familiar.
So I could be. So let's just pretend I did mention it, and now I'll say, guess what, you guys?
How you doing? What?
I'm getting married. Oh my god!
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Wait.
Ask me to.
How come we weren't invited?
The wedding is not planned yet. I actually don't know the day that I'm getting married in the game.
Okay.
So.
Well, what's he like?
He is
sounds a little controlling.
He's the ranger of the forest.
Aragorn?
Okay.
So no, his name's Ralph.
Ranger.
Oh, Ralph. I know
Ralph,
that guy.
You know Ralph?
Have you introduced me one time?
So, and you might be wondering, Kate, how did your character / you win him over?
Yeah.
I won him over by gifting him shellfish soup every single day for a year.
Well, it's a really good thing he's not allergic to that.
I know. And
maybe he is.
That's
Thank you so much.
That's the only way he can get you to stop giving it to him is if he marries you.
I gave him, whenever I give him the soup, he says, "Thanks, this is the best, you have good taste." So then I'm like, okay, I'll make you more. So then I go down to the beach every day and I see if there's any blood clams on the beach.
Clams?
Yeah, then if there is, I collect the clams and then I take them into my kitchen in my house, which is upgraded 2 or 3 levels, by the way, so it's nice. And I make him shellfish soup, and then I always carry it in my inventory. Look up shellfish soup, Story of Seasons, Pioneers of. Oh, well,
where do they grow?
Oh, I don't like the inside of it.
They grow on the beach.
Just
and you just harvest them. No, in the first section of your farm to the right.
Yeah, it's about what I expected they to look like.
Is where they grow.
Am I going to get on a watch list here?
I don't think so. No. So, what else to talk about Ralph?
How tall is he?
It looks like a heart or a little liver on the inside.
I don't know how tall he is.
What are his interests besides blood
he used to
soup?
He used to play football in high school. Then I think he got injured.
Oh, typical.
And his dad runs in town the business where you can upgrade your house and your farm facilities and things like that.
Slumlord, yep.
Yeah, his dad's name is Nigel. And the only thing I don't like about Ralph is that he keeps talking about this girl named Beth, who works in the museum. No, she works in the museum, and he always has to quote unquote escort her through the forest for her experiments, and I don't like that.
Is she the one that got away, you think?
Maybe.
Do you think do you think she was a cheerleader when
No, she's a huge nerd.
I know what she is.
She was a cheerleader at a rival high school.
No, I don't.
T-shirt, Simon. What's the song? High heels. She's in high heels. I'm in t-shirt.
T-shirt. She's cheer captain, and I'm on the bleachers.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it.
Yeah. No.
You think that was it?
So I'll keep you guys updated on the wedding. They literally haven't said in game, like we just got engaged.
Well, we're very happy for you and Ralph. Whatever his last name is.
I'm not. I don't approve.
I don't know. They don't have last names
Jealous
in the game.
much?
Yeah, because he doesn't know that Bubba's upset because he thinks he's not going to be invited.
Yeah, mine's more like
Something's
being
gonna
more
happen.
vindictive than anything.
Something's
Well,
going to
I'm happy for
happen,
you.
and he's not going to be invited. But they haven't said. I have to look it up in game. How many days after you get engaged do you get married? I don't know. No, they didn't say.
You be the judge.
Oh, maybe it is. I don't know.
A little bit of premarital advice for you.
Okay.
Short engagement.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll ask Ralph about it. No. Here, let's look it up now.
Don't
How
talk to him
many days?
No, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Just
I think
just
it'll
let it
help
happen,
Bubba.
okay?
Yeah, let it be
So
a
he
surprise.
Let it be a surprisey.
Surprise, you're married.
Well, it would just help Bubba plan.
Don't.
Yeah, I need to clear my schedule.
What have I been playing?
Look.
Thanks so much for asking.
No, stop. I'm not done yet. Okay, after your blue feather is accepted, that's what I did. I
Okay,
gave him the blue
yeah.
feather. The mayor.
You proposed.
Yeah, I gave him a blue feather.
Oh, I thought he proposed.
No, they don't
Okay.
do that in the game. Mayor
Ralph just
Victor
went down
will
a
visit your
couple
farm in the
notches in my
morning.
life.
He is there to schedule the wedding at the town hall, and you get 3 options: 5 days away, 6 days away, or 7 days. So which works for you?
Oh,
Bubba?
yeah.
5
Yeah,
days, 6 days, or 7 days.
Not too
5.
bad.
I'm out of town all
Yeah.
3 of them. So
Okay, so I'll pick 5, and we'll
You
live
did say
stream you in.
short engagement, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
5
Make it short-
days,
shorter the better.
5 days, and we'll set up the live stream on the farm in the town hall, wherever.
okay, if this is not an Instagram reel,
Please make it one.
What? Me
your
getting married in
ceremony.
game?
Yes.
Okay, I'll try to figure out how to video record on the Switch.
With your phone.
should, yeah, with your phone. You should also
I could. Yeah,
you should also Steven should be your flower girl
Oh yeah, I forgot about Steven.
or your matron of honor.
I only have
He'll be
eyes
the
for
matron.
Ralph right
Okay,
now.
I'll put it on the.
Forgot about Steven.
I'll put it on the TV, and then I'll film it with my phone. Okay.
Good.
Love it.
There you go.
That's all I've never asked you for anything.
Okay, then I'll send it to you. So 5 days. In 5 days.
Hey, Matt, who are you getting married to?
Yeah. Who are you gonna get married to?
Well, I was going to ask Ralph, but
Taken.
I already have my blue
Ralph's
feather
taken.
picked out.
Busy.
What have I been playing? Oh,
5
thanks for
days.
asking. Well, I've been playing and/or watching things. That's for sure. So last night we watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem finally because I'd never seen it.
How'd you see it?
How did I see it on Amazon Prime
Oh.
Really?
Video?
Okay. Just
Prime
rented
Video?
it.
No, it's on there.
Oh, it's just there?
It's just there, man.
Wow.
Just waiting for you. What are you doing tonight, right?
We need to wrap this podcast up.
And it was very good. Very, very funny. I laughed out loud.
On a scale of 1 to Spider-Verse, like
Oh, man.
1 to Spider-Verse.
I think the Turtles is a little sillier than Spider-Verse. I think Spider-Verse has its funny moments, but it's more of it overall seems like more of a serious movie. Spider-Man has its, quips here and there, but this is pretty goofy. And they definitely play up that they're teenagers, which is really great. As someone who grew up with the Turtles, Toidles, they did a very good job of incorporating a lot of the old stuff with new. There are a lot of characters that I had action figures of when I was a little boy that are in the movie, and they're pretty
Tot?
like they all have speaking roles and young
give me
Tot.
for instance.
Wingnut.
Wingnut.
What?
That's
Ray
a bat.
Ray Fillet.
Ray Fillet.
He's like the manta ray, and it's
got it.
Post Malone does the voice of Ray Fillet.
Oh,
Natural.
Post Malone. I love him.
Bebop and Rocksteady are there. There's Genghis Frog. He's a character. So all of these characters, you had the action figures of when you were a little kid.
What about Michelangelo?
Michelangelo. He talks about Michelangelo.
Michael Scott.
Michael-Angelo. It's his last name's Angelo. So I'm trying not to spoil it here. There's a lot. And it's funny and it's well done. And it definitely pays homage to the old movies and shows. You hear a little Vanilla Ice at one point. Honestly,
It's a love
great.
letter.
Yeah, it really is. And then, they set up another movie right after this by the ending of it. So there's going to be more coming. The art style's cool. It just is different animation. I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't watched it and you have Prime Video, you should watch it because it's there now and worth the watch. That's for sure. So yeah, we did that last night. I'm keeping up with Bad Batch. Kate didn't mention this, but Bad Batch has been very good. I'm excited about the next episodes. Do yourself a favor and watch it, but first catch up on everything else.
Yeah, Bubba, that's for you. Don't watch. Start at the beginning. Don't start with season 3.
Yeah, later.
That's what I'm going to watch on the plane is Bad Batch.
Good. Start at season 1.
Yeah, you've got a couple of flights coming up here.
Mm-hmm.
At least 4.
Make sure you have them all downloaded ahead of time so you can watch them with no Wi-Fi.
3.
3?
3 flights.
Yeah.
3 flights, yeah.
Just get it all saved. Get it all saved.
And then lastly, I got a chance to play Carnegie, the board game, this last weekend. And it had been...
I am jealous about that.
Carnegie.
We can play it while you're here, actually, because I remember how to play. And here's the thing. I taught that game several times at who knows what convention that was at. Was it Strong Tower? I don't know. I taught it enough that I...
It was.
I taught it and I played that game enough that I brought it to their house. It was their son's birthday party. We all just played games. All the kids, went wild. And
all the kids
we sat down to play it. And I was like, oh, I've played this before. It won't be that bad. And I knew it was going to be like, I was going to have to remember. And it's fine. The people I was playing with, Aaron and the couple that were playing with, like all of them get games. They know how to play games. The husband learns games really well. We sat down and like it just for everyone, like is like, just could not get it. And because
really?
I hadn't played in so long, I was like, I only kind of remember how to do most of this stuff. And so we stopped, we watched most of a video, we came back, we read. It was a very long game. And there were points of it I was like, oh, I don't think they're going to have fun. And am I having fun? But after that point, they had, we all had fun and it was fun. So
it's like people watching the video for Ezra and Nehemiah. They're like, what in the why?
Yeah, there's just so much going on.
Ezra.
But it's a
board game coming out
from the Bible.
I was going to say like Ezra getting his tongue ripped. Or?
Yeah, it's a lot like that. Yeah.
Well, no spoilers. It's one of those things where like Carnegie is a Euro, and I would say that it is not a light Euro. Mm-hmm. And so there's quite a bit going on. But if you like those kinds of systems, man, you're going to have a blast. I remember playing Carnegie. That's why I'm jealous that you guys had a chance to play it because I don't know. Like I like that stuff, but I remember learning it. It was like,
yes. And it's like, it's one of those games. If you don't, like Bubba said, it is a Euro, but the cool thing is like, it's a 20 turn game. It's 20 turns.
Locked. Yeah.
Locked.
And that's it.
I
feel like I've heard you guys discuss this.
Whatever
before.
you pick from this track that's there, and there aren't a ton of, like, there are 4 choices, and the choices can vary per round. But like, if I choose this action, we all do this action, and we go through and we do it, and then my turn's over. So like, once you get the iconography, once you get what each thing means, it's no problem.
Yeah.
It's just like most of those heavy games, like you have to learn another language in order to play the game first. So
I put mine in ChatGPT.
And I may talk about this later, but if not, I'm just going to mention it now. I went and bought a CRT TV.
We're closing the show with that.
Great. So
don't say anymore.
That's a little foretaste of things to come. So. Bubba, what have you been playing?
Yeah, tell us.
And or watching or reading or listening to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working my way through Suits.
Still good?
Yeah, there was one night where I was really mad at it.
Oh.
It got me. It got me. That was actually before we recorded the last episode. I said I had insomnia and all sorts of stuff, and it was because of Suits. I don't remember if I said that or not, but
you didn't say it was
the
because
drama
of Suits.
got me. It got me.
Oh, just right. You got your heart pumping.
It did, and I was like, oh, dang it, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. And I was right. You gotta listen to your body. And so I is still watching it, liking it. I feel like they righted the ship. I'm in season 5 now, and I feel like they're moving in a good direction. And so watching that, I wanted to watch. We were gonna have a family movie night where we watched something. And we couldn't decide on what to watch, so we
Don't
didn't
you hate
do that.
And then everyone's complaining about like, I don't want to watch that. I'm like
complaining.
And what can we watch? Like, so it got to the point for us like, Daddy's choice. No one can say anything. Deal with it. because it just got so
Kinda
like
here for that.
Yeah, it just got like everyone had an opinion on what to watch and where to watch it, and I'm like, I'm sorry, we're gonna watch these 1970s Disney's Parent Trap. Okay, deal with it.
We have done that.
Yeah,
We have done that. Well, like Anna
The
really
70s or
likes
60s.
having. Depends on which one you want to watch.
The
Parent
old
Trap's been redone like 9,000 times.
the old one with Let's Get Together. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
1961.
Yeah.
1961. Okay, there you go. Sorry.
No, it's fine because like I want Anna to be able to choose these things because I mean I could be like, hey, we're watching Die Hard, we're watching
Christmas.
Lethal Weapon or whatever. And
How about Naked Gun?
oh man, which one?
33 and a third.
Yeah, 33 and a third. That's the one,
Yep.
baby.
Congrats, Anna. You get to watch Die Hard.
She would hate, but like she chose Wonka. She really wanted to watch Wonka
Ooh.
a while ago. We watched it and loved it. It's a fantastic movie. And so I want to give her the opportunity to do that, but she cannot make decisions. She can't. She literally, I love my wife to death. I would tell anybody in front of anybody that she's just the absolute best.
I've heard you say it. I've heard you say it before.
She is the meme of the wives. She's the TikTok of wives where it's like, well, what do you want to do?
Anna.
Anything. I don't care. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, all right, well, listen to this. She's like, well, I don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, well, but like, what do you want? And she's like, no, I want to do whatever you want to do. And I was like, okay, well, but we used to get into like arguments, her and I, about why do you even ask me? What is the point of asking
Have
me?
you seen the TikTok reel where like in order to get your significant other to make the decision, and this sounds like it might be the Anna, you say something like, guess where we're going for dinner? And they'll be like, oh, we're going to fill in the blank and be like, yep, that's it. Let's go.
Whoa,
Yeah.
guessed
You
it
just
in
like,
one go.
tricky.
Guessed it in one
you got
go.
it. And then
Tricky.
they like let out exactly what they want. Like, guess what we're watching tonight? Die Hard? Yes, that's exactly what we're watching.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
and then
excited.
like if you didn't want to do that thing, you'd be like, nope, but close.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Try it. I want to know how this goes.
I like that. Anna, earmuffs, by the way.
You have until the next recording to do it, okay? Let us know.
Yeah. Oh man, you think I'm not going to try that? And I absolutely
I
am gonna
want
try
you
that.
to.
Yeah, Anna, guess where we're going? Can't wait.
Oh.
We're going to disc golf. Yes, we're going disc golfing.
No, ball golf. We're going to go ball golf.
Ball golf.
Ball golf.
And as far as like playing games, I downloaded a game on Steam per the recommendation of a guy at church. It's called Nightingale. Don't ask me what it's about.
I
Don't
saw
know.
that
Oh.
and I was super curious about it.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I downloaded it. It's in Steam Early Access.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty cheap. But I've got it and I'll be
Survival
playing
game?
it. Yeah, it's like an MMO. And so he wants to play it, and I'm always looking for things to do with people who want to play games with me. And so yeah, I'll pay 30 some odd bucks or whatever to roll the dice on this game. And then it is inevitable. I'm just going to kind of close this out like this. It is inevitable that I buy Helldivers 2.
I was going to ask. I thought you would have already had it.
I only didn't buy it already because I'm not going to have time to play it
Sure.
right now because we're about
That
to leave
doesn't
for
mean
like a
that
week
you
and a half.
can't you can't buy it. You could have it as a treat when you come back.
I'll just buy it when I get back. Like it's not going to be any different.
You forget. He's digital only, no analog games.
Digital monsters.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, not in this.
I
case.
loved Digimon, by the way.
Digimon, digital monsters.
We're a Beetleborg family over here.
I talked about Beetleborgs yesterday when we were recording Church Nerds. Because Anna was like, what shows did you watch when you grew up? And I was like, I mean, I was listening to a bunch of stuff, and one of them was
Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so, yeah, I don't know. It just, I maybe I need to go back and watch Beetleborgs. It probably, I can guarantee you,
it's so bad.
I can guarantee you it didn't hold up because it wasn't good when I watched it. So, yeah.
Whoa.
They lived in didn't they like find it in like a dirty old rundown house or something like that? You remember that, Matt?
I barely
Was
remember
that
that
part
show.
of it too?
I'm just about ready to watch episode 1 while you talk. Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Inside a haunted mansion.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Haunted Mansion. Congratulations.
And then just to kind of keep everybody updated, I'm absolutely slaying at Minesweeper.
Good.
Good.
Continue. Please continue.
I'm just doing I'm doing so well. And I'm doing so well.
Good. I'm happy for you.
Most of them are flawless. Flawless victory is what they call it.
Flawless victories. Yeah. Wow.
You should screen record so I can put it on the socials and put some music on it.
Okay. Maybe you could play a Minesweeper at Kate's wedding.
You could do that.
I'm busy. Remember?
We'll have you come on stage. You can play. We'll put the Minesweeper on the TV. We could all watch.
If you don't play the game, Kate, then is it 7 in-game days or just like 7 days like Animal Crossing?
No, it's 5. Remember,
Whatever.
Bubba said so technically I could get married today and Bubba would be able to make it.
It's in-game.
If I like blast through the 5 days.
Okay.
So
don't rush it.
Just get ready because we're gonna have you come on stage in the town hall to play some Minesweeper.
No, Kate, let me do the ceremony.
Okay, you could do it. I'll tell the mayor that he's not gonna do it and that you're gonna do it.
I need to practice.
And Steven maybe could help you, like be your little assistant. Steven could, so he's still involved in some way.
Everybody knows that a good officiant needs an assistant.
Yeah, to stand there
for the ceremony. Yeah,
stand there and hold the Bible. Also, I figured out what you were looking at with the earplugs that were $45, and that was a double set.
Oh,
so one set is 30.
Edition.
So, but now I'm kind of like, maybe I need that since
Diamond
one can get
encrusted.
Lost so easily on the church floor. I should have more than one.
You gotta put the super glue in them.
I was trying to think of how to,
and they won't fall out. Hey, speaking of falling out, Kate is leaving us. She's getting out of here. But before
not anything to do with the Ralph Story of Seasons being married thing. Like this is a separate thing from that.
Who can tell? She's starting a new life.
I guess
with Ralph.
Yes, in Olive Town.
Let us know. Let us know on social media at Love Thy Nerd or at Free Play Podcast and Instagram and X what you're reading, watching, playing, and experiencing.
And why is it the Bad Batch? Please, I want to talk about I want to talk about the Bad Batch with everyone I can.
At Free Play Podcast, if you want to talk Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Kate's got it.
Yeah.
But hey, Kate, we've been together as a unit here for many cookies, and
well, what length of time is a cookie?
Who can tell?
Oh,
yeah, who knows?
Ages.
And so, in that time, you've said a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things.
I'm not sure where this is going.
Test that knowledge with a game that we're going to call
Coker's
Kate
Game.
Says the Darndest Things.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay, so this is the game that Coker was making,
this
right?
This is a game that Radio Matt made it. And he just finished it this morning. He sent me a message. Oh my gosh. And he's like, hey, I'm like 3 questions away from finishing this game. It's going to be great. We're going to love it. And I was like, oh, cool. Should we play it today? Today is Monday that we're recording.
Yes, let's play it today.
We usually have staff meeting. He's like, no. You guys should definitely play it on the podcast. Don't play it today.
Well, yeah, we're not playing it why would we play it at the staff meeting?
Lucky for you, we're recording a podcast today. And so he's like, all right. And so he rushed this morning to get this done.
Oh, that's so sad. He works so hard and you're like cracking whip.
Sad
Come
that
on,
he
Coker.
cares about you? Oh, well, no.
No, that you're telling hurry. I hope he clocked in as well. He said this was that last week or 2 weeks ago that he said he was going to work on a game, and I was so excited. I've thought about what his game could be every day since he said that he was making a game.
Well, I have not read through all this stuff yet. And
Let's play it.
I am going to I'm going to change the text color here.
Oh, am I looking somewhere?
To white.
You don't need to see it, I don't think.
Yeah, you don't need to see jack or squat.
I'm not.
I have the answer key, but I just whited it out so I can't see it.
I am so excited to see what Coker has created.
We're all playing.
We're all playing, or is it just me?
Because I want to play too.
Okay.
I'm not going to answer the first one because I saw the answer.
Okay.
But I will abstain from answering the first one.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. This is Kate Says the Darndest Things. All right.
I'm so thrilled right now. Thank you, Coker, for this treat. Okay.
All right, here we go. This is the first one. All right. I'm just reading them just like you wrote this. Okay.
Yeah.
I came to this decision months ago. I was probably washing the dishes or something random and just was like, who do I know better, Matt or Bubba? Then I put it in a situation where, like, if we were literally in Mount Doom and they were both hanging, the scenario is like, okay, you can only save one. The mountain is coming in. Which one do I save? And I decided blank. This is episode 1.
Matt. I said Matt.
Who are you? I was also going to say Matt.
That is correct. It was.
We need to figure out how we're going to do this here. We can't. Maybe let me answer. Let us answer first.
Okay, you can answer first, and then I'll answer last.
Because it's your brain, and you probably remember these things.
Well, that one was an obvious one. So
obviously.
That was episode 1.
Episode 1, pilot.
Of the Free Play podcast.
I said that. Free Play podcast. We recorded this at Chris and Ashley Gwaltney's house.
Okay.
I mean, we had just formed LTN.
And that's like the first thing I said. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the first thing you said. Yep.
LTN was formed. We went in the other room to record. That's the first thing I said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah, we're ready for the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you answer
Number
first
2.
and I'll answer last?
Every time I've ever gone into Starbucks with my grandpa, he makes a comment like, how many people blank, blank, blank. This is episode 9,
oh my
console hardware flops. Every time I've gone into Starbucks with my grandpa, he makes a comment about like how many people blank, blank, blank.
How many people?
I think I have a guess, but I don't know if it matches the word. Depends on the spelling.
I have a guess.
Okay, let's hear it.
It has nothing to do with spelling. How many people buy the cups? Like the mugs. Like buy the mugs. I'm gonna say buy the mugs. How many people buy the mugs? I could hear an entire rant of your pappy.
Instant ink.
I'm gonna say this is not right, but I don't want to copy Bubba. I'll say actually work here.
Oh, that's actually a good. That's both of these are good ones. How many people? Something about
there are 10 of these. Okay, so
I'll hurry. Wearing yoga pants.
How many people wear yoga pants?
Yeah, something
like that. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
The answer is Kate. Wow. The answer is how many people are wearing leggings?
Oh my gosh. There's no way I would have gotten that one.
Well, yeah, there's no way you would have gotten that one, but he would complain about that every single time. Literally. He'd be like,
were you wearing
He'd get up to the register and say to the girl at the register that.
Oh, I actually remember having this conversation.
That's gnarly that you got that, Kate.
Well, it was one of the complaints and that the passion tea wasn't working.
I remember having this conversation, Kate, because I remember I think I was still at Starbucks then, and I talked about how that wasn't actually dress code, so they shouldn't be wearing them.
Episode 9, you were absolutely still at Starbucks.
Still there.
All right. That's so weird. Okay, next.
Number 3.
Okay.
Number 3.
This is insane.
Matt says this. 2/3 of the hosts of this here podcast have cysts on their brains. Kate, well, let me say blank, blank, blank. 2/3 of the podcast of the hosts here on this here podcast have cysts on their brains. Kate,
that's true.
Well, let me say blank, blank, blank.
What episode's this?
Episode 27. Let's get digital.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna say, well, good for you. Good for us. Good for us.
Okay.
Maybe Bubba has FOMO, something like that.
Bubba has FOMO. I'm gonna guess that you said it's you fools, because you're trying to insinuate that you don't have a cyst on you.
Who has it? I have one. Do you have one, Bubba?
No, it's me that has one. That's why I said Bubba must
so
have
we
FOMO,
have one
because he's the only one that doesn't have it.
You guys do have?
So
we both do.
So that's
how
why
do you know that?
I had a CT
MRI?
scan. I had really bad. Yeah, I had really bad headache a couple times, and I have an arachnoid cyst on the back of my brain.
You know what?
See, that's why I think
about this.
That's why, but during this episode, but that's why it was so long ago. That's why I think
Bubba's jealous.
about Bubba being jealous.
Bubba's jealous. Yeah.
Bubba having FOMO, like him being the only one that isn't part of it. Is it that?
No.
What
no.
is it?
Kate, what you said was mine is better.
Wow. I don't know if it is.
Well, what's yours called?
I don't know.
Mine's an arachnoid cyst. Mine's better.
I actually haven't thought about that for a while.
I hadn't either.
You should call yours Charlotte, Matt.
Charlotte.
Mine's Spider-Man.
I should have said something like that. Bubba has FOMO. I think that's better than what I actually said.
Hindsight's 2020 or whatever.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of hindsight, number 4. My chicken died. My chicken from last week. It's okay though. Blank, 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 blank. So that's 6 blanks.
Oh my gosh.
My chicken died. My chicken from last week. It's okay though. Blank, 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 blank.
What episode do we have here?
Yeah, what episode is this?
Episode 30, Red Dead Reflections.
So that would have been
okay though.
Blank, 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 blank.
Let's see.
So that was probably
30.
2009. I mean 2019.
Wow.
Not 2019. Sorry, 2019. So
there was no Star Wars at that point yet. So I'm thinking like it's okay though because I'm playing some game. It's okay though because I have Red Dead. It's okay because I have Red Dead.
If it's the chicken I'm thinking of, I would have probably said, but it's okay though because at least she died at home.
Because at least she died at home. That's 7.
Oh, she died home. I don't know.
She died here.
Oh, my poor chicken, Charlie.
Okay, so, Kate, you're saying something like she died.
She died at home
around the people she loved. Yeah,
something like that. If it's the chicken I'm thinking of, hopefully it's not the other.
Which one is it?
What do you think? She thinks it's Charlie.
I think it was my chicken Charlie who died at home, and she had like a tumor or something. So, and I didn't take her to the vet because what are they going to do about it? And I wanted her to live a comfortable life at home where that's what she would have wanted. I knew her wishes very clearly.
Okay.
Hey, what did I say?
We're on number 4. We got to pick up the pace.
Okay, hurry up, Matt. Come on.
I already answered. I said something about Red Dead Redemption.
Okay, read it. Read the answer.
Do you want to hear my answer?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Golly.
You're stressing us out about trying to do it fast.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I think that you said it's fine because I'm going to get some more. That's what I think. You're going to get more of them. Man. No. You said it's okay though. She's 100% in heaven.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, that rings the bell.
Yeah, it does. And she definitely is in heaven.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember an all chickens go to heaven comment.
Yeah,
in there
that's true. Fond memory. Good.
Number 5.
Yeah. She's in heaven.
I shared that on all social medias and tagged all the developers. And at least 2 developers shared that. And they were like, look, we made Love Thy Nerds top list of PAX Unplugged. And I was like, oh my gosh. One of them was Pandasaurus Games. Another one was blank, 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 blank. 9. Another one was 9 blanks.
Okay, well, this was PAX Unplugged, so it was all tabletop games. So I know nothing about it. So it would have had to have been.
This was episode 36, LTN year 1.
Who else did you like besides Pandasaurus? It wouldn't have been Yukon Salon. That's like old news at that point already.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of blanks.
I don't even have a guess, but it would have had to have been a developer that I know of, which is not many.
I'm going to guess.
I'm going to guess James Hudson.
Okay.
James Hudson, my new best friend. Mm-hmm, maybe something about James Hudson, my new best friend.
Oh, yeah. James Hudson, my new best
friend. I'm going to guess somewhere in that.
Skybound, James Hudson, my new best friend.
Yep.
Or I want him to be my friend, something.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I get this point if this was.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I thought of it.
I'm going with that. Because I think that's
so
probably
too?
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Let's see what you got.
James Hudson. It's not James Hudson. Okay. This reaction is not James Hudson. What?
We have to start thinking like Kate, or this is not.
I
gonna
know.
work, okay?
I was thinking like me, James Hudson, my new best friend. I wanted him to be my friend.
So one of them was Pandasaurus Games. Another one was I don't know.
So you kind of got that one right at the beginning. If you would have stuck with that.
Okay,
I was going to say something along the lines of somebody tabletop. I don't know, whatever. Like that was what I was going to say. I should have stuck with my gut.
Coker, that was a good one because it was on point, but also very challenging. Okay, let's.
All right, number 6.
Not about James
Number
Hudson.
6.
Huh.
Ooh, this one's a block of text here. My grandma bought a PlayStation so we could come and visit her more and stay at her house. I remember this episode.
Yep. This was
because we didn't stay there because we felt like it was haunted.
The house. Yeah.
So she put the PlayStation in the scariest room and refused to move it.
Nana's
There's
room.
a lot of superstition in Filipino culture.
It's true.
Say you just ate dinner, right? We'd go there, we'd play Crash Bandicoot together, and then we put a plate of food on the dresser. I still reference this.
You know this. You know this one.
Watch me still get it wrong.
No, I don't.
On the dresser and sit there because that used to be our great grandma's room, but she died. So my grandma would put a plate of food out there because the superstition, and she said, no. We put the plate of food out. Blank, 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 blank.
I think I know, but I'm gonna let you try to do it first, Bubba, because I know you know this one.
This was episode 48, 90s nostalgia. Matt, I want you to go first.
I don't think Matt knows this one, but I know.
Was I even at this episode?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Still reference this.
Bubba really latched on to this
I always think about
like
the egg out. I think about that sitting out a lot.
That's a good one.
Okay, so no. Okay, just read the last sentence, Bubba. Not the blanks, but the last.
No. We have to put the food out, and this is the reason why.
Yeah.
Because if we don't, she'll get mad at us. I have no idea.
Okay, Bubba, you go. Say your answer because it's right. It's right.
I don't remember if I'm referencing it exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Every time I talk
we'll
about
count it.
It's either so that she can eat it or so she can suck it dry. Like it's one of those two things. She needs the energy from it.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna suck the flavor out of it. But you're right. You're right.
Suck the flavor out of it.
Yeah, like your sentiment of what you're saying is right.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what it is.
She's gonna suck the flavor out of it.
Yeah, Nana sucks out the flavor. That's yeah. Oh man,
right.
No idea on that one.
Hey Kate, we got one.
I knew Bubba would know that one. Like,
big fan of that.
It's just such a funny concept.
I want pizza. After that.
You can suck the flavor out of it. You can have the kids put out a piece of pizza for you.
I want pizza.
All right, number 7.
Yeah.
My Gammy said, I keep waiting for this post to be taken down. I said, Gammy, I've been doing social media for a long time. Facebook is not blank, 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 blank. 5 blanks.
Facebook is not going to.
What post be taken down?
Facebook's not painted. Oh, it's okay. Oh, wait. Is this one about?
What episode was
it? A prayer. It's about. No. It's about
this was Ask Us Anything, episode 86.
Was this about like how she thought you had to put that post up or Christians weren't going to like? It was some like put this post up or Facebook's going to shut down.
Facebook's going to charge you.
Oh,
Facebook's going to charge you.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Well, was it going to charge you, or was it the Christian one?
Something
where
about
like,
Christians.
It's like a chain letter.
Yeah, like basically like you need to post this because Facebook's
or the devil's in your Facebook.
Facebook doesn't want Christians to be sharing prayers in Jesus, so you're going to take it down. Something like that.
Something along those lines. Facebook doesn't care if you're a Christian or something like that.
Just read the answer. I want to hear it. I need to hear it.
I think it's just as simple as Facebook's not going to take it down.
No, you're nothing like Kate.
I know.
I'm ready.
Oh, it is.
All right, Matt, we're going to give it to you.
Yes.
Let's see. Number 7. Facebook is not coming for the Lord's Prayer.
That's right, the Lord's Prayer. That's right. People were sharing it, and they were like, "Keep sharing this because it's going to get taken down." And my Gammy was like, "What are they? How are they?" She was all in a upheaval about them taking down the Lord's Prayer. That's right.
We were talking about some stupid stuff in this podcast.
Good.
Okay.
That's really good. I forgot about that.
Okay. Number 8.
Okay.
I said this, Kate, and you said something in response. Were the bears wearing little fedoras and did they have bow ties on? Kate said, no, blank, blank, blank. I don't know what episode, he didn't say.
Were they wearing
bears
little bow ties?
Little fedoras.
This could have
did
been.
They have bow ties on?
This could have been a couple years ago when bears really scared the crap out of me and we're getting into the trash on the back of our 4Runner while we were in the tent on top of it, and there were 3 baby bears and 1 mom bear.
I have a guess.
Did you go to the circus? No, they
Is
were.
that your question?
Yeah, were you at the circus ever? Was it from a circus?
There's 3 blanks.
You're gonna say something about them either being naked or.
That's my guess. They were naked. That's my guess.
Yeah, that's somewhere in there.
I honestly don't have another guess other than I support.
You maybe were sarcastic. Yeah, I think something about being naked.
Yeah, I support your answer. I support your answer, Bubba. If you win, you get it.
No, that's my
naked.
answer.
They were naked.
Yeah, hey, I said that. Get out of here. But we'll get this one, Bubba. Kate, you get nothing.
No, we all get it.
I'm not even keeping track of points because I'm just laughing.
I have 2.
Oh, I don't know if I have any.
Okay.
2 more. We have 2 more.
Number 9. I said, you ever been to one of those hibachi grills where they do the little tricks in the volcano? Kate says, of course I've been. And then they throw a little shrimp at you and it falls on you. And I said, well, you got to catch it in your mouth, Kate. And Kate said, I never catch it in my mouth. I'm like blank, 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 blank. I never catch it in my mouth. I'm like,
well, it's true. I refuse to play those party games. Like put it on a plate.
So what do you do instead of catching it in your mouth?
Put it on the plate like a normal person, or say I'm actually allergic to shrimp, so please don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly allergic to shrimp.
Put it on the plate. I'm just going to say, you're going to tell him not to throw stuff at you. Don't throw stuff at me, bro.
Oh.
Like,
I think you just tell him to put it on the plate.
Put it on the plate.
Right. Yeah.
So we got 2 for the plate and 1 for don't throw it at me. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
That was a hard one.
Kate freaking nailed it.
What?
You said, nope, not going to play this game. That's what you said.
I don't play party games.
What in the world? That was bizarre.
It's almost like it was me talking both times.
Way to be completely disconnected from the memory, but still to be just as Kate as you've ever been.
The core message. The core memory, actually.
Last one here as we wrap up this segment and then kind of land the plane for the show here.
Okay, last one.
Number 10. I was going over our trip expenses with you, and I said to you, you had some good meals on this trip. And you responded, they all gave me diarrhea. And I said, I haven't had that problem lately, so I can't say I understand. Well, blank, 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 blank.
This was my apology.
That was a recent episode.
That was a more recent episode, and I made an apology, and Coker made a clip, I think, for TikTok of my apology, where last night...
Yes.
Did one of you want to go first? Or
I'm going to guess you said something to the effect of, well, I can't say that anymore.
How many blanks? How many blanks were there? 6?
It was 6. I'm missing one, but something to that effect. Like,
yeah.
I haven't had that problem lately, so I can't say I understand. Well, I can't say that anymore.
I guess I can't say that anymore.
Yeah, I guess I can't say that anymore. Okay.
Yeah, something about, because I remember this incident. My stomach hurt. My stomach hurt so bad, and I was up like part of the night looking at TikTok, feeling so sorry for myself. And then it all came back to me that I had rubbed it in your face that that I was like better than you because my gut was stronger than you in that moment, but then it wasn't.
You were not the master of your own domain.
No, so let's just hear the answer.
Last night I was proven wrong.
Half points.
Yeah, I'm gonna give one to Bubba.
I still
Matt.
remember that incident because it was so like traumatic, and then I had to apologize. And I was trying to tell you, oh, this is what the apology is about. And you were like, no, surprise me on the podcast. And then I said it.
Yeah.
And then you were like, if I had known, I wouldn't have pressed as hard to hear it.
That's right. That's right. Well, hey, shocker, Kate wins.
Yeah.
What? No.
Freaking A,
She beat
I
you by
win.
one. She beat you by one, Matt.
How?
That's actually pretty
she
good,
knows
Matt.
herself better than anybody.
I still feel pretty good about that.
That was some
You did
good
good. You beat
memories.
me, Matt.
Coker, you did a really wonderful job on the game. You brought some good memories from far back
Yep.
and then recent. And I forgot about the Gammy one with the Lord's Prayer on Facebook.
Oh, man, that was so
a
good.
huge, that was like a multi-hour concern at our
never
house
forget.
about the Lord's Prayer. So
Did
that's
they
good.
take it down?
No.
Oh, well, next week on the Free Play podcast, we'll come back to that. Well, hey, we're going to miss Kate. And we're going to miss being able to have conversations like that. We're still probably going to talk about stuff like that, but we're sorry that you all won't be able to hear those conversations.
Being talked about like poop and my stomach hurting
never forget.
and with the
If you
bears
didn't know,
being naked. That's really funny.
This is the last season of the Free Play podcast, and so we're reminiscing. We're going back over stuff. We're having a lot of fun with those our own personal nostalgia with this public friendship that we've been able to have, and the journey that you guys have gone on with us.
It's only a public friendship. Like,
that's it.
We're not
Thank you.
actually friends outside
Thank
of this.
you. Yeah.
The camera's
Also
off.
you.
We're not friends.
Don't talk to me.
I mean, we usually end this
just
call pretty quick afterwards.
We usually have to go to the bathroom.
I'm just kidding. That's not true.
Agree to disagree.
Oh.
Hey, before we get out of here, though, Matt, we can't see it in this podcast because the way that the video is set up, but you purchased.
Yeah, I did purchase.
You put your life on the line for it.
And I've been thinking more and more about kind of redoing this little area of my attic, known as this half of my bedroom, the office. And I was like, it'd be really cool if I had this VCR and this like old TV set up behind me, and I can start my episodes of like when I stream, like me putting a VHS into the VCR, and it can just play kind of in the background, no sound, and like I don't know.
I
if
like it.
I like. Yeah, I just don't know if they'll take me down. Like I think I'd have to.
I don't think. They
Well,
will.
I
plan on
asked
trying
like
it.
3 people for you.
Thank you. I plan on trying it. So I told Aaron this, and my plan is, I'm just a roundabout here. My plan is to start doing some TikToks of retro Matt Prime, going to thrift stores, going to Goodwills, showing off different,
Old
retro
things.
stuff. So Aaron went on Facebook Marketplace. She's like, "Hey, I found one on here for $10, and it's marked down from 20." And I was like,
Wow, 50%
okay, what
off?
kind is it? She's like, I don't know, old and not too big. And I was like, well, we'll message him. She's like, I'm not going to message him. You message him if you want it. And so I reach out to this Matt. His name's Matt. Hey, Matt, if you're listening, hello.
Of course
it
Of course it is.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, because in his post, he put 0 description. He just had a photo of it. And I was like, does it work? And how big is it? And he's like, yeah, I think it works. And it's like 24-ish inches. And I was like, that's pretty good. I was like, I'll take it for $10.
Standard,
I mean, it's standard.
Of course, you would say, yeah, that's fine.
We work out like, when to meet. I was going to go like right then, and he's, out to dinner with his wife, and he couldn't go. And like, and then I was like, he's like,
you're never going to pick up immediately.
I was like, I can pick it up the next few hours, is what I said, if it works out. And he's like, well, I'm out to dinner with my wife right now, but after that, it's no problem. And at that point, it was going to be after 8:00. And I was like, I don't really want to go to a stranger's house.
Get your jammies on. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I was
just have some of the kids go with
I was
you.
already right. It was already after dark or getting me dark. And I was like, if it's cool, let's just meet tomorrow morning. I'll head out that way, later
4:30,
morning,
yeah.
10:00 or so. And he's like, yeah, no problem. Just let me know. Like, I'll send you my address in the morning and you can head this way. So morning comes, he sends me his address. I was like, hey, Aaron, do you want to come? She's like, I don't really. And I was like, all right, Ezra, do you want to come with me?
You did take the kids.
Ezra, get out of bed. Do you want to come with me to get this TV? Like, what? I'm sorry. Like, what? Do you want to come with me to pick up this old TV for $10? Bring your cell phone because in case you need to call the police. Like, I don't know how many times you all like get stuff from Facebook Marketplace. I typically don't. I'm not worried.
I've only done it once.
Not
Steven's
worried.
trying to sell a bunch of stuff, by the way. So if you guys can buy his things.
I sell things, no problem. I sell things, no problem. Like, I don't often go and pick up unless it's someone from the church. So I was like, Ezra, bring your phone. You're going to be my 911 guy in case I need you. And he's like, okay, why? And I was like, I don't think anything's going to happen, but just like bring your phone just in case. So we get there. It's not too far from where I live. It's probably 15 minutes away. So it wasn't too bad. And we get to what is not a really great neighborhood. And I was like, oh.
Was it in Indiana or was it?
It was in Indiana.
Okay.
So it's like it's on the outside of the city, not in a great area. The houses were not in really great shape.
Yeah.
And so I get there and I realize, one, that this house I'm going to doesn't have a doorknob on the door.
Wait. So there's just a hole?
Yeah, like the lock's still there, the lock part of it. And I see some graffiti on the deck. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I'm there. It was like a heart, but it was like really, really worn down. And like this is like, it just like, there was like, it's just not a great area. And so the doorknob's gone and I'm like, am I at the right place?
Oh,
like
you're picking up a 20 some odd inch CRT. Yeah, you're in the right place, my guy.
Right. So I knock on the door and I wait. And nobody comes to the door. And so like I hop down the porch and I look at the address and I'm like, okay, yeah, it is the correct address. I go back and I knock again and I wait what seems like forever. Yeah. And in my brain, I'm like, do I just leave?
It's like, danger. Your brain.
I just talked to this person this morning via Facebook Messenger. Do I just leave and say, thanks, but no thanks. I've changed my mind. He had already promised he'd hold it for me. Just about to turn around and someone opens the door and it's a woman. She says, hey, are you here to get the TV? And I was like, oh yeah, I am. And she's like, oh, he just fell asleep. Hang on a second. I was like, okay. And so I wait with the door open. I don't go in.
I'm scared.
By it. And I'm like waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally he comes down this hallway carrying this big TV and he's like, hey, there you go. And I was like, hey,
there he is.
Thank you so much. And like, I got it. The TV was it was filthy. And Aaron's like, please don't bring that in the house until you make sure there's nothing in it. And I clean it up. It looks great and it works. So, and only $10.
Oh my gosh.
But it was like it was more sketchy than I typically will go and pick up things. And I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
Can you imagine if you had went in the night?
I know. That's what I was thinking. Like, I was so glad I didn't go at night because I would have been like, is this okay? I don't know. Like, I couldn't see anything. It was dark there. It would have been dark there. So,
I can't believe Erin missed out on that story. She missed out on being a part of that.
I know.
She would have told me to leave. So bummed.
Well, hey, it's sitting up behind me. I got some VHS from Goodwill. I won't tell you what those are now. You can find me on TikTok, and I'll have a video later. So,
bangers
Leaning
only.
in.
Bangers only. Actually,
Bangers
I really need to figure out how to TikTok because I don't.
Kate can teach you.
I told Kate I'd give her one Lego minifig if she helped me per help.
Her choice.
Oh. Yeah,
No.
I want the Captain Rex one. That's like
it's not your choice.
$200.
It's not your choice.
Oh,
It's got to be if it was like really good help and you like earned me like we'll say $300. Maybe I get that one for you. We'll talk about it. But
I'm losing my enthusiasm.
Oh come
the
on!
more you talk,
it's gonna be bangers only too.
Hey,
Don't worry.
for old time's sake.
Okay, bangers only.
That's right.
Matt, I really love how you're leaning into this to retro, like leaning all the way into it.
I just feel like I realize I don't have to, but I feel like I almost have to in some regard. Like I am not going to keep current with a lot of video games. And if you're going to watch me stream, you might watch me play a new hockey game. You might watch me play a new like non-competitive type game, maybe, but not anymore.
We're gonna play college football 25.
Oh yes, we're gonna play college football 25.
That.
I will absolutely play that one.
Well,
I know I'm sorry. I moved us into a tangent. Have you seen a lot of this stuff about it, Matt?
Yeah.
Like just like I feel like it's a recent like boom of information.
Yeah, because they're kind of holding back, and suddenly they're like, "Well, we're going to let more out." And the official trailer has not come out yet, but I did find the one that was pulled from Twitter X.
Oh yeah,
they had like you can still find it, like, but it was up only for a little while, and it was like it got me excited. I was like, I am ready to play this and not go to class. I mean, not go to
yeah. They have so many teams. And it's like an opt-in system, right?
I'm happy for you guys that you have this.
Teams.
Thank you. Well, we've been waiting since 2014 or something like that.
Kate, Liberty University is in that game.
Your alma mater.
Flames.
They are my alma mater, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You did get a degree from them.
I did. I just don't like care about them in any way.
Sure.
It was more about like what they could do for me more than what
give you
I
a
could
master's
do
degree.
for them. So I earned my master's degree, but I don't support them in any other way.
That's fair.
You know, if they lose, they lose. You know, I don't.
Right. Oh, sure. Well, I know you watch all the games. So.
I've been really busy, like studying when I was going there.
Yeah.
No time for like
you wasted your college experience
for games like that.
Well, all that to say, I will play that with you, Bubba, when that comes out at some point. But for the most part, I'm going to continue to lean into retro. I'm trying to figure out the best way to have this space like look like that mid to late 90s feel.
So when I was born, like that kind of era.
I'm working on. I'm going to build a wall between our bedroom area, like a partition wall type of thing. Like so, this room
space
can
in
be,
there.
Yeah, it's funny. I can't even reach the chimney from where I'm at. So like it would basically like it would be a really
you're gonna
fun
do the
show.
wall. Sorry, everybody has to be a part of this conversation.
Yeah,
you're going to build a wall with the chimney in your office or out of your office?
No, it'll be like half and half probably.
Okay.
It's going to be like a partition. Like I've really been looking into those like secret doors, like where you pull the book down and like a door pops open. Yeah. I'm really, really interested in doing something like that. It's just whether or not we could. Aaron said I can't do any of that stuff until the car gets fixed. Okay. I've got motivation.
Why don't you do like what they do in Harry Potter, where you in the game where you go up, you cast Confringo fire spell onto the bowl, and then it turns around. Or if it already has a flame, or if it already has a flame, you cast Glacius, and then it turns around.
Yeah, well, I've tried both, and neither have worked. I don't think this places. We haven't left out enough food to have the flavor suck dry from. So that's the real issue that we're having. So
you need to have that done first.
Anyway, I'm just looking to make the space more of a retro feel. I need to figure out what to do with this area behind me because it's like
it's
bed,
not a
but
bed
it's
anymore.
not. Right.
Yeah.
So what do I do with it? Entertainment stand. I also thought about building a different desk so my desk could be right there, and then the camera would face this way. I don't know though.
If you do that, you would have, because what people that have never been in that space don't know is that you're staring directly at a very sloped wall.
Yes. Yeah.
That's where Chad hit his head, didn't he?
Yeah. So many times. Like that's the thing I would have to do built-ins back here.
Yep.
I would have to figure something out.
But you have so much dead space at the bottom of that sloped wall. Yes. So you could utilize that.
Right. So I just have some ideas, and I'm excited because that's kind of like something I want to try to bring to this TikTok as well. Is like, hey, I'm renovating this space very slowly because I'm poor. And so like, let's watch me go to the Goodwill and find a 80s TV stand for cheap or
That's
something.
The thing. It would have cost you an arm and a leg to do if it were not retro, if it were modern.
Fancy.
But now that it's retro, you're balling on a budget.
I found
here.
I had to leave. I'm going to tell a story and then we can wrap this thing up. I went to the Goodwill and I took a photo of one of the VHS that was there. And Bubba, can you guess what I sent a photo to Kate. Can you guess what the VHS was I sent to Kate?
Can I get a hint?
Western.
No.
Western.
Yes.
Tombstone.
Correct. Yes. Tombstone. I was like, hey, look at this. And she's like, buy it right now. And then she cash apped me $1 to buy it.
Whoa.
That's how much it was.
I know. And then she said, we're even.
Money.
Yeah, we're even now. She said, like,
I bought both of you
got
a surprise.
I got a surprisey. So
Total
she
$5.
should have bought all of your VHSs.
She should
No,
have.
I don't
Well,
care
there'll
about
be
the other
more.
ones though. I was excited about
There's
Tombstone.
really good ones.
I
They're
wanted
really
to
good
have
ones.
Tombstone. It's like I
You
wanted
kidding
you
me?
to have Minesweeper, the nice one that you wanted.
I like it.
So
I wanted the nice
you know,
VHSs, all of them.
Now you both get a little treat. Surprising.
All right. Well, hey, if you want more of that progress, tune in to the stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays currently on Twitch, lovethatnerd.com/Twitch or twitch.tv/lovethatnerd, whatever your heart
Yeah.
leads you to.
Both of them take you there.
Tuesdays
All
and
of
Wednesdays
them.
currently
All of
2
them.
to 4 p.m. Eastern time, and you can
Easter.
hang out with me.
And you should. It's a blast.
You should.
It's really fun.
It is
If you
fun.
can.
I think it's fun too.
My plan, and we're going to talk more about this, Bubba, when we have our meeting, like to expand that even more, like do another day.
Yeah.
I was honestly waiting until we're done recording the podcast to have more time. So
I'm going to go get a snack. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
great.
Well, hey, speaking of that, we're going to get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us. This is episode 183 of the Free Play Podcast in the final
Whoop, whoop,
season, more
whoop.
unhinged than ever.
Which it is.
We got more content coming down the pipe, more nostalgia, more memories, more all that stuff, because we are using this season to reminisce about our time with Kate. Matt and I are still going to be here, so there's going to be plenty more
Well,
of
it's
that.
not all just about me. I mean, the Free Play podcast isn't just me; it's the three
We
of
know.
us. So we're reminiscing about all of it with a
I don't think I say as
special
wild
thing
things though.
Yeah, we're not going to be like, hey, you remember that episode where it was just Matt and I and Kate wasn't there? Like, this is not the time for that.
Well, sometimes Kate and I talk about the episodes where you're not there,
And
but
be
those
like,
are
did
really
your-
bad ones. So
That's totally fine.
Did
Yeah,
your
I would
grandma
expect
put
nothing less.
Did your grandma put an egg in a bowl of rice? Actually,
No.
that wasn't to help the soul get to heaven. No.
yeah.
That's where we keep all our rice. It's in rice. Hey, check us out on lovethynerd.com. Hundreds of hours worth of content over there. Do yourself a favor, check it out. Matt, Kate, did you realize that we
Probably
now
not.
have an article, our first article about Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah, I did because I posted about it.
I did know that. And I've also been working with my pastor to also
That's
write articles and do more Magic stuff. Like he talked about like opening packs and showing things off. And I was like, why not? Please.
Something? Anything?
Cool.
Yeah, would be great. So if you were looking for Magic the Gathering content and you're like, why do these jokers not have anything?
We do.
Massive oversight. There's massive oversight. We're fixing it. We're getting down to business here.
Surprise.
As they would say in Mulan. But check us out on lovethynerd.com. Like I said, tons of great stuff. Also, here's the thing. Get in Discord. If you're not already in it, if you want to continue on in community with us, this isn't a deal breaker, but it's just where it happens the best and the most. lovethynerd.com/Discord. Would love to chat with you about all of the great things that you love, that maybe you don't think Facebook's the place for that, or you just want to have a really good conversation about the latest episode of The Bad Batch. That's where that
love
stuff
them.
happens for us.
I'm gonna be sobbing like every other week. By the way,
Can't
with
wait.
Bad Batch, I feel like
Can't wait.
I will not video myself crying and upload it to the Free
Well, then
Play
what's the
socials.
point, Kate? What's the point? Yeah,
don't know.
everything's content.
I guess I'll just.
Check us out on all social media at Love Thy Nerd on all of the major things. We'd love to see you and talk to you about stuff on that platform. And as always, I'm Bubba Salka.
I'm Matt Warmbier.
Did you say to follow Free Play?
Yeah.
No, why?
Just because, like, and I'm gonna not say this the whole rest of the season,
Liar.
but I have like 10 to 15 absolutely fire memes and clips and things. I posted one today. That was good.
It was good.
So
It
you better
was.
go check it out, because this is the last, your last chances to get some Free Play laughs during the weeks between the episodes.
And that's just a taste of what it's like on our Free Play Instagram. Well, that's Kate.
That's it.
And
I'm
for our
done.
cut man, CJ,
There you go.
we'll catch you on another episode of the Free Play Podcast. And if no one else tells you this, just remember it's true. Jesus loves you, nerd. Hi. Oh, my gosh.